Hello everybody. Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today, we will dive deep into the swirling storm of secrets surrounding Jason Morgan as he embarks on a journey that promises to unravel shocking truths in Port Charles. Brace yourselves for a roller coaster of revelations, hidden agendas, and unexpected reunions that could change everything we thought we knew about some of our favorite characters. Let's explore the intricate web of mysteries that Jason is about to uncover, with new layers of intrigue and drama woven into every twist and turn. First on Jason's path is a mission straight from Anna Devane herself, as she has enlisted his unique skills to unearth buried secrets tied to the enigmatic Professor Henry Hank Dalton. This isn't just a casual inquiry. Anna suspects something sinister beneath the surface of Dalton's operations, and Jason is the perfect man to dig into the shadowy corners of this puzzling case. As he begins his investigation, Jason's instinct by years of navigating dangerous waters will lead him straight to some jaw-dropping discoveries. The deeper he goes, the more likely he'll stumble upon clues that point to a labyrinth of deception far greater than anyone anticipated. Could Dalton's seemingly academic pursuits hide a darker purpose? Jason's relentless pursuit of the truth might expose a conspiracy that reaches into the highest echelons of Port Charles society, forever altering the landscape of power and trust in the town. One of the first shockwaves Jason might encounter revolves around Jocelyn Jacks and her suspiciously convenient role as Professor Dalton's research assistant. On the surface, Jocelyn's position seems like a stepping stone in her academic journey, but Jason's sharp eye could pierce through the facade to reveal a far more dangerous reality. Unbeknownst to many, Jocelyn's involvement may be tied to a clandestine operation orchestrated by none other than Jack Brennan, a figure whose influence in Port Charles often operates in the shadows. Rumor has it that Brennan saw potential in Jocelyn and recruited her for a covert mission under the guise of university work, pulling her into the orbit of the WSB. The stakes couldn't be higher, and Jason might uncover that Jocelyn's research is a cover for something far riskier, perhaps espionage or gathering intel on Dalton's mysterious projects. As Jason pieces together this puzzle, he'll grapple with the moral dilemma of whether to protect Jocelyn by pulling her out of harm's way or letting her continue down this treacherous path for the greater good. But the surprises don't stop there. A seismic bombshell awaits Jason as whispers of Britt Westburn's return to General Hospital send ripples of excitement and disbelief through the fanbase. Kelly Thibault's much-anticipated comeback is slated for July, and the timing couldn't be more intriguing given the spotlight on Professor Dalton's lab. Speculation runs rampant that this secretive facility might hold the key to Britt's reappearance in Port Charles. Could the lab be a prison of sorts, harboring captives under the guise of scientific progress? Emma Scorpio Drake's concerns about unethical animal testing at Dalton's facility have already raised red flags, but what if the true horror lies in human experimentation? The thought alone sends chills down the spine, and Jason might soon find himself facing evidence of such atrocities. Imagine the tension as he uncovers hidden chambers within the lab, each step bringing him closer to a truth that could shatter everything he knows about life and death in Port Charles. Adding fuel to the speculative fire is the possibility of a cloning storyline that could redefine the boundaries of soap opera drama. The writers at General Hospital are known for pushing creative limits, and a plot involving clones might be their boldest move yet. Could Britt's return be tied to a scientific breakthrough or breakdown in Dalton's lab? One theory suggests that the Britt we thought we lost might not be the real Britt at all. What if a clone took her place during that fateful, tragic moment, leaving the true Britt alive but imprisoned in a world of sterile walls and cold experiments? Alternatively, perhaps a clone of Britt is about to step into the light, carrying echoes of her personality but with a mysterious agenda of her own. Whatever the case, Jason's investigation could lead him straight to this doppelganger, the original Britt trapped within the confines of a mad scientist's lair. Picture the emotional intensity as Jason, ever the stoic hero, confronts a face from his past, questioning reality itself as he wrestles with whether this is truly the woman he once knew. The potential for Jason to play the savior in this high-stakes scenario is nothing short of poetic. His history of daring rescues makes him the ideal candidate to breach the fortified walls of Dalton's lab and liberate whoever or whatever is held captive within. If Britt, in any form, is indeed trapped there, Jason's mission could culminate in a heart-pounding confrontation with Dalton's security, leading to a dramatic escape under the cover of night. Visualize the scene: alarms blaring, shadows darting through dimly lit corridors, and Jason's steely determination cutting through the chaos to reach Britt just in time. Such a rescue wouldn't just be a physical liberation but an emotional one as well, reigniting old sparks and unresolved feelings between the two. Fans have long cherished the chemistry between Jason and Britt, and seeing him risk everything to save her would be a powerful nod to their shared history, setting the stage for a renewed bond. Indeed, romance could be on the horizon for Jason, who has been navigating the turbulent waters of Port Charles without a steady anchor of love for far too long. Britt's return, whether as herself or a mirrored version, offers a tantalizing opportunity to rekindle a connection that once burned brightly. Saving her from the clutches of Dalton's lab could be the catalyst that draws them back together, each shared glance and touch laden with the weight of their past and the uncertainty of their future. Imagine late-night conversations in safe houses, where Jason grapples with his protective instincts while Britt reveals the horrors she endured during her captivity. Their journey toward healing could be fraught with tension, trust issues, and the lingering question of whether this Britt is truly the one he loved. Yet, through it all, their undeniable attraction might just prove strong enough to overcome even the most bizarre of circumstances, giving Jason a chance at happiness amidst the chaos of his life. Beyond the personal stakes, Jason's discoveries about Dalton's lab could ripple outward to affect the entire community of Port Charles. If human testing or cloning experiments are confirmed, the fallout would be catastrophic, calling into question the ethics of scientific advancement and the shadows cast by unchecked ambition. Allies like Anna Devane and even unlikely partners such as Jack Brennan might find themselves drawn into the fray, forced to confront the moral gray areas of their own actions. Meanwhile, characters like Jocelyn and Emma could become unintended pawns in a larger game, their innocence clashing with the dark underbelly of Dalton's schemes. Jason, as the linchpin of this unfolding drama, will need to navigate alliances and enmities with equal care, knowing that every choice he makes could tip the balance between justice and disaster. Next, we will delve into the explosive drama surrounding the Corinthos and Quartermain families as a bitter custody battle over Amelia and Wiley Corinthos threatens to unearth long-buried secrets that could shatter lives in Port Charles. With tensions soaring and betrayals lurking beneath the surface, the fallout from this legal showdown promises to be nothing short of catastrophic. Join us as we explore the tangled web of deceit, heartbreak, and forbidden passion that could redefine relationships and tear apart the very fabric of family ties in this gripping saga. At the heart of this storm is the fierce custody dispute that has pitted the Corinthos and Quartermain clans against each other in a battle for the future of young Amelia and Wiley. The stakes couldn't be higher as emotions run raw, with Michael Corinthos and Carly Spencer leading the charge to secure the children's well-being, while Drew Quartermain finds himself on increasingly shaky ground. Beneath the surface of this legal war lies a ticking time bomb, the scandalous truth about Drew's past indiscretion with Nina Reeves. This illicit affair, which unfolded even as Drew pursued a relationship with Willow Corinthos, has the potential to obliterate trust and destroy everything in its path. The mere whisper of this secret could ignite a firestorm of betrayal, especially if it comes to light amidst the already heated courtroom drama. Picture the tension in the air as accusations fly and loyalties are tested. Will this hidden chapter of Drew's life be exposed under the glaring spotlight of the custody hearing? Or will it remain a dark shadow waiting to strike at the worst possible moment? The possibility of this bombshell surfacing grows stronger with every passing day, as there are those in Port Charles who hold pieces of the puzzle. Sasha Gilmore Corbin, with her keen insight into the undercurrents of the town's elite, might inadvertently let slip a clue about Drew and Nina's past during a heated exchange. Alternatively, Cody Bell, who has never been shy about his disdain for Drew, could seize an opportunity to undermine him by dropping a cryptic hint that sets tongues wagging. Imagine a casual conversation at Kelly's diner turning into a minefield, with Cody's offhand remark about Drew's complicated history catching Willow's attention. If the truth emerges through such channels, the impact on Willow would be nothing short of devastating. Learning that her own mother, Nina, shared intimate moments with her fiancé during the same period he was courting her would strike at the very core of her trust. The emotional whiplash of this revelation, layered on top of the agony of the custody fight, might push Willow to a breaking point, forcing her to question every relationship she holds dear. Willow's potential reaction to this gut-wrenching betrayal could reshape the dynamics of her world in an instant. Already reeling from the loss of custody earlier this month, her heart would bear the double burden of personal and familial collapse if Drew and Nina's affair comes to light. Picture her standing alone in her apartment, surrounded by reminders of a life she thought she knew. As the weight of this deception crashes down, would she have the strength to confront them, her voice trembling with hurt and anger, or would she simply withdraw, cutting ties with both Drew and Nina in a desperate bid to protect what remains of her fractured spirit? The idea of Willow disowning them both isn't far-fetched. She might see this as the only way to reclaim some semblance of control amidst the chaos. Her isolation could deepen as she fights for visitation rights, her once close bonds with Drew and Nina replaced by a cold distance, each memory tainted by the sting of their duplicity. The emotional toll of such a severance would be palpable, leaving Willow to navigate a lonely path as she grapples with rebuilding her sense of family. Meanwhile, the fallout for Drew and Nina could take an unexpected turn as their shared devastation draws them into a dangerous orbit once again. Both have a history of seeking solace in each other's arms during moments of crisis, as evidenced by their clandestine encounters in the Metro Court offices last year. Those passionate, reckless trysts born of mutual frustration and forbidden desire might resurface as a coping mechanism in the wake of Willow's rejection. Imagine a stormy evening where Nina, racked by guilt over the pain her actions have caused her daughter, finds herself at Drew's door, tears mingling with the rain as old sparks flicker back to life. Their shared ruin could act as a powerful magnet, pulling them into a comforting yet destructive embrace. Nina, already burdened by the weight of keeping this secret for so long, might see in Drew a mirror of her own remorse, while Drew could view Nina as the one person who truly understands the depth of his mistakes. But would this reunion be a fleeting moment of weakness, or could it spiral into a renewed affair that further complicates the already tangled web of relationships? The implications of Drew and Nina rekindling their connection are far-reaching, threatening to inflame wounds that have yet to heal. If they succumb to temptation in a reckless moment of shared vulnerability, the consequences could be catastrophic for Willow, who is already on fragile emotional ground. Her discovery of a renewed liaison between her mother and ex-fiancé might push her beyond repair, cementing her decision to cut them out of her life entirely. Additionally, such a development would undoubtedly unleash Carly Spencer's fury, as she has never been one to forgive betrayals that harm her loved ones. Picture Carly storming into Drew's office, her voice a whip of righteous anger as she demands answers for his inability to keep his personal failings from destroying her family. Michael, too, would likely harden his stance in the custody battle, using Drew's indiscretions as leverage to paint him as unfit, further escalating the legal war. The ripple effects of Drew and Nina's actions could turn Port Charles into a battleground where alliances shift and enmities deepen with each passing day. Yet, there's another path this story could take on where shared pain leads not to rekindled passion, but to a final, definitive parting. Drew might interpret the implosion of his personal life as a stark warning sign, a call to step away from the toxic cycles that have defined his relationships in Port Charles. Rumors have swirled for months about a potential move to Washington, D.C., where Drew could start anew, leaving behind the wreckage of his past mistakes. Visualize a poignant farewell scene at the airport, Nina watching through tear-streaked eyes as Drew boards a plane, their final words heavy with unspoken regrets and the bitter acknowledgement that their connection has caused more harm than good. If Drew chooses this route, it could mark the end of their tumultuous fling, allowing both to seek redemption on separate paths. For Nina, this might mean a renewed focus on repairing her bond with Willow, while Drew's departure could offer him a chance to rebuild his sense of self far from the judgmental eyes of Port Charles. As these dramatic possibilities unfold, the core question remains, will the truth about Drew and Nina's affair explode in a fiery reckoning? Or can they somehow keep their scandal buried beneath layers of lies? Willow's fragile state hangs in the balance, her ability to weather this storm of betrayal uncertain as she fights to maintain a connection with Amelia and Wiley. The custody battle, already a crucible of raw emotion, could become the catalyst for revelations that reshape the Corinthos and Quartermain families forever. Each player in this high-stakes gamemishal with his protective ferocity, Carly with her unyielding resolves, Sasha with her quiet observations, and Cody with his simmering grudge holds a piece of the puzzle that could bring the house of cards tumbling down. The coming episodes promise a deluge of heartbreak and unexpected turns, with every secret whispered in the shadows of Port Charles threatening to break into the light. Next, we will immerse ourselves in the heartfelt and suspenseful saga surrounding Spencer Cassadine, whose dramatic disappearance into the Seine has left fans yearning for his triumphant return to Port Charles. Since that fateful day in early 2024, when Spencer was presumed lost forever, a void has lingered in the hearts of viewers and characters alike. Join us as we explore the enduring hope for his comeback, the impact of his absence on Trina Robinson, and the compelling reasons why the show must bring Spencer back to reignite the magic that once captivated us all. The mystery of Spencer Cassadine's fate began with a tragic plunge into the icy waters of the Seine, an event that shook the foundation of Port Charles and left an indelible mark on those who loved him. While the world mourned his presumed death, a critical detail has kept hope alive in the hearts of fans: his body was never found. This absence of closure has fueled endless speculation and theories about his survival. Adding to the intrigue, the poignant image of Spencer's turtle dove, a cherished symbol of his bond with Trina, washing ashore shortly after his disappearance, seemed to whisper a promise of return. Could this be a subtle clue from the writers that Spencer's story is far from over? Imagine the countless nights fans have spent theorizing over cryptic online forums, dissecting every frame of that fateful episode for signs of a hidden escape or a secret rescue. The lack of a definitive end to Spencer's journey has transformed his absence into a lingering question mark, one that begs for resolution in the vibrant tapestry of General Hospital's narrative. In the wake of Spencer's presumed passing, Trina Robinson has endured a heart-wrenching journey of grief, struggling to piece together a life without the man who once held her heart. After months of mourning, she found solace in the arms of Kai Taylor, a new face in Port Charles whose charm and warmth offered a glimmer of light in her darkened world. On paper, Kai and Trina paint a picture of youthful romance, their shared smiles and tender moments a balm to Trina's wounded soul. Yet, beneath the surface, their relationship lacks the electric intensity and soul-deep connection that defined her love story with Spencer. Picture Trina gazing out over the harbor on a quiet evening, her thoughts drifting to memories of Spencer's mischievous grin and the way he always knew how to make her laugh, even on her darkest days. While Kai provides companionship, their bond feels like a pastel sketch compared to the vivid masterpiece of passion and drama that was Trina. Fans can sense this disparity, longing for the day when Trina can once again experience a love that matches the depth of her past. The cracks in Trina and Kai's relationship have recently widened into a chasm, thanks to a betrayal that has cast Kai in a harsh and flattering light. In a shocking turn of events, Kai chose to prioritize his allegiance to Drew Kane over his loyalty to Trina and her family, revealing a critical flaw in his character. When Curtis Ashford, Trina's father, began scheming to expose Drew's involvement in a drug scandal by leveraging Jacinda's testimony, Kai made the devastating decision to tip off Drew, putting Curtis's plans and Trina's trust at risk. Visualize the moment Trina learns of this treachery, her eyes flashing with hurt as she confronts Kai in the quiet corner of a local cafe, the weight of his disloyalty settling like a stone in her chest. This act of betrayal stands in stark contrast to the unwavering devotion Spencer always showed Trina, who would likely have stood by her side, fiercely protecting her family's interests against any adversary. Kai's misstep is a glaring reminder of why Spencer Wasand remains superior match for Trina, a fact that even she must feel deep within her heart. The disparity between these two love stories is further highlighted by the unique essence of Spencer and Trina's bond, which the General Hospital writers crafted as a rare, once-in-a-lifetime romance. Their relationship was a whirlwind of emotion, woven with threads of adventure, vulnerability, and unshakable trust, a dynamic that captivated audiences and set a benchmark for epic love stories on the show. In contrast, Trina's journey with Kai has often been mired in mundane plotlines, revolving around trivial matters like football games and medical procedures that fail to resonate with the passionate fanbase. Imagine the collective sigh of disappointment among viewers as yet another episode focuses on Kai's latest sports injury, rather than delving into the raw, emotional depth that defined Trina's scenes with Spencer. Kai's recent betrayal only adds fuel to the argument that he falls short as a compelling love interest, lacking the complexity and fervor that made Spencer an irreplaceable part of Trina's life. Their adorable moments together are simply not enough to anchor a lasting partnership worthy of the audience's investment. Spencer's absence has left a palpable void on the canvas of General Hospital, a gap that no other character has been able to fill with the same charisma and intensity. His return would not only rekindle the magic of Sprina but also inject a fresh wave of drama and intrigue into the show's sprawling narrative. Consider the potential for an epic comeback storyline. Perhaps Spencer has been in hiding, recovering from near-fatal injuries in a remote French village, orchestrating his return with the help of a mysterious benefactor tied to the Cassadine legacy. The writers could explore the psychological toll of his ordeal, showcasing a more hardened, yet still deeply loving Spencer, whose reunion with Trina is fraught with tension over the time and pain that has separated them. Visualize the electric moment of their first encounter after years apart, set against the backdrop of a stormy night in Port Charles, where unspoken words and lingering glances speak volumes about their unresolved passion. Such a plotline would not only satisfy longtime fans but also attract new viewers eager to witness the resurrection of a legendary romance. The question of recasting Spencer looms large as fans and writers alike ponder the best path forward for this beloved character. While the original portrayal left an indelible mark, a talented new actor could breathe fresh life into Spencer, offering a nuanced take on his evolution after surviving such a harrowing experience. Imagine the anticipation building as casting announcements tease a reintroduction, with promo trailers hinting at a shadowy figure watching Trina from afar, his identity concealed until a dramatic reveal at a pivotal moment like during a grand Cassadine family gathering at Windermere. Whether through a recast or a creative twist, bringing Spencer back to the canvas as soon as possible seems essential to honoring the depth of his connection with Trina. Their story deserves another chapter, one that explores how love can endure even the most insurmountable obstacles, rekindling the spark that once lit up screens across the globe. The writers have a golden opportunity to craft a narrative of redemption and reunion that could redefine romance on General Hospital. As we look to the horizon, ABC General Hospital spoilers suggest that Trina may soon receive startling updates regarding Spencer. News that could turn her world upside down and reignite the flame of hope she thought was extinguished. What secrets lie in wait? And how will they alter the course of her life with Kai or potentially without him? The coming episodes promise a tapestry of surprises and emotional upheaval, with every whisper of Spencer's name carrying the weight of possibility. Picture Trina clutching that turtle dove pendant, a relic of her past with Spencer, as a cryptic message arrives hinting at his survival, her heart racing with a mix of disbelief and longing. Stay tuned to our channel for the latest developments on this captivating storyline, as we uncover every twist and turn in the journey to bring Spencer Cassadine back to where he belongs, in the heart of Port Charles and in Trina's arms. The saga of love, loss, and longing continues, and we'll be here to guide you through every breathtaking moment.